Hey guys. Oh, we're a little off. There we go. How you doing? Oh, I'm itchy. My eczema's playing up something chronic today. So I'm itchy. I don't like being itchy. Hey Ash. Hi Jen. Hi Ina. Guys, if you want to play along with me, grab an old magazine. You may also need scissors and glue. It depends what I do. You know me, I get carried away. But most of what we're doing today you can actually do with an old magazine. I'm just going to find a couple of pages. Oh, I like those feathers. Oh, I've picked up magazines I haven't picked up in a while, which means I might get distracted and go, oh, I like that. Those feathers are going to have to come out and I can use those. In fact, I was looking for a feather earlier. So that'll be my keep it pile. This is simple things from February, I don't know, about 1900 I think. 2015. Oh, dog in a blanket. Dog in a blanket, dude. Dog in a blanket. Be more dog. I'm going to get distracted pulling out bits of ephemera now, but that gives you time to get yourself sorted, grab some papers and things. Following on from the thing I was doing the other day when I was showing people my journal that I made for this month, I made some pockets and stuff and some folding pages, and I said, oh, well, you know, there's like 101 things you can do with these. And of course there's always one person in the crowd that goes, ha ha, challenge accepted. Let's see you do it. So now they want to see me do lots of stuff with folding papers and pockets and things. I might have overstated the 101, okay? I don't think I could fit 101 into one video anyway. Hey Laurie, hey Tiger. Oh, that's Mika, right? Guys, follow Moon Tiger. She's starting her YouTube channel up again. Go give her a follow. Ha! Now you have to do it. This is not inspiring me particularly. Oh, that's quite a nice page, but this is not inspiring me to use a page particularly. It's a bit too modern. I'm doing a lot of vintage stuff, so I think I want plain colour and stuff more than this kind of thing. But that's quite a good magazine. I'm going to put that aside for collage fodder. Dog in a blanket. I don't think it was a Westie. I think it was... Oh, it is a Westie. You're right. It is a Westie. I thought it was like a Jack Russell or something, but no, you're right. It's a Westie. They're so cute. All dogs are cute. All dogs are cute. Except those strange little Chinese ones with no hair. They're kind of weird looking. They're still cute, but they're kind of weird looking. Chinese crested something or other. First of all, things you can make folded stuff for your journal out of that don't involve decoration. Because, you know me, lazy AF. I am not one of these people who's going to sit there with a blank piece of paper and decorate it to the nth degree and ink the edges and all that stuff. I have got my distress inks out, just for those of you who complain that I don't ink enough edges. But, you know, if it's at all possible not to ink edges or not to bother decorating, or to just stick a stripe of fabric on it and go, yep, that's done, then I'm in. Okay, so there's not going to be a lot of embellishing. You can embellish to your heart's content. It doesn't take 2 brain cells even to find stuff that looks pretty and stick it on a page or stick it on a pocket or whatever. But the basics of actually making the pocket can be tricky, because what you often find is that once you've actually made the pocket, either it's not big enough for what you wanted because you miscalculated you don't have the patience for it. Yeah, I don't really have the patience for it. I'd rather draw on it or doodle on it or something. But, you know, or find something that's interesting to use in the first place and make a pocket out of it. Random piece of white card in the middle of Flow magazine. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it had something stuck on it once upon a time. I don't even remember having this one, so this must have been one of the ones that Tracy gave me. Oh, she's cute. Now see that, I would totally take that out, back it with something plain, fold it up, instant journal card. Simple as that. In fact, I'm going to take her out. I like her. We could do something with her. In fact, you can make an envelope with her. Ooh, there's another cute one. Who are these by? Who's the artist? Oh, Illustrations. Oh, here we go. Illustrations. Oh. Hang on, I've got to autofocus again. Illustrations by Irina Sofia on Getty Images. So I guess they're paid for illustrations off Getty. So that's the artist, Irina Sofia. Beautiful work. I really like these. They're so simple and so cute. Is there any more of hers in here? Sometimes where you find one, you find many. I'll have that one out as well. I like the colour of that one. That, you know, that is so pretty. I would just take that out and hang it on my wall, honestly, or stick it on my pin board. I wouldn't even bother putting it in a journal. Oh, I do hate when they put these thick bits of paper in the middle of a magazine for no reason. Especially when they're ugly bits of paper. Well, that's kind of cute. Now that would make an interesting... It's an advertisement, but it would make an interesting addition to a journal. That's card. But you could use that as a postcard and just stick a picture on the front. What about taking... We haven't even got to the folding bit yet. What about taking... Did you read the quote at the bottom of that page, 123? Was it the Stephen Hawking one? Quiet people have the loudest minds. You could cut her out, stick her on the front of that. Instant postcard. If you don't like that back, you could cover over it. Are you impressed? That's how my brain works. It just picks up random information. I didn't consciously read the quote, but I saw it and I remember it. Look! A little hedgehog and a typewriter. And a little hedgehog would write a novel. Isn't he cute? Oh, look at all the little hedgehog pictures. Oh, I want to make a hedgehog journal now. Oh, look at all the hedgehog pictures. Look at these, aren't they awesome? His name's Ernest. Ernest the hedgehog. I'm coming back to this. Oh, I need to make a hedgehog themed journal now. So after steampunk, we're going to do Gothic Victorian freak show Penny Dreadful. We're doing Victorian steampunk, and then we're going to do hedgehogs. The maze is going to be all hedgehogs. Who doesn't love hedgehogs though? Aren't they cute? Oh, those are nice. Shrine art. Who's there? Who are they by? Shadow boxes and shrine art. Oh, all sorts of different people. I'm not going through those looking for all the names. Big black cut. This is looking a bit too modern as well. There's not enough. I like these. This lettering. BJD on Instagram does these as well, and they're really pretty. Oh, there's another one, look. Positive moments outnumber negative ones. Taking in positive moments. I like that. I'm going to have that for my journal. I'm not meant to be looking for journal fodder, but I am. Yes, I've had one from you and one from Cody. I saw it pop up. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. Life is better than you think. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh, this has gone all yellow. That's interesting. Flow magazine is not acid-free paper. There's something handy too. Pingus! Okay, June's going to be penguins. We have hedgehogs in May, penguins in June. Penguins! Who doesn't love a penguin? I mean, come on. Random. Oh. Yeah, look at all this. Now all this paper's gone yellow. And this is only 4 years old. Interesting, Flow magazine. Non-acid free paper for paper lovers. Not that I care. That's kind of creepy. Who's that by? Luciano Lozano. Getty Images. It's okay, but it's kind of creepy. It reminds me of that little boy with his weird sailor doll. Have you seen that? I watched her. Oh, there, she's pretty. Same artist. I think we can use her. She's lovely. So, interesting images and things out of a magazine. Fluffy kitty. Okay, oh, that's quite nice. If you're into that sort of thing. If you're into that sort of shabby chic look, that's quite a nice image. Another one you can do is all those colouring books you got stacked on your shelf from a few years ago. I don't remember where I got this one. I think I might have been sent this one. I'm not 100% sure. But it's got lots of intricate designs. These make for very cool... Ooh, creepy bugs, look. Ooh, who knew there would be creepy bugs in here? That's rather awesome. I'll have that one. And it's square as well, so let's see if we can get the whole page out. There we go. Square is good. Yeah, creepy bugs. I would just colour those all in black. And a strange animal with no face. Oh, is it a baboon? Ooh. Baboons are weird. Don't know what that is. It's hard to see what they are. Ooh, more feathers. Hi, Miss Maddie. Feathers and flowers. That's an interesting one. I ended up with a few because people asked about them, but I'm very slow when it comes to colouring, so I'm still colouring. Ooh, look at that peacock. I'm still colouring. I don't even remember where I got this book. I must have been sent it because I certainly didn't buy it. I wouldn't have bought Tropical Wonderland. But it's cool. There's always some mandalas and things you can use. Some weird flamingos, as usual. And then, of course, there's the oldie textbook. So this is my big sewing book. There's always something in here. So this is an old book. So basically all I need is to find something green and it will match my got some pressed flowers and things in here. Yeah, I just need green and it will match my book. So that section's pink, that section's orange, that section's blue, so there should be a green one back here. There we go. Inset sleeves, there we go, those are very Victorian. With a lot of this stuff you're not going to see what's on it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's more the colours and blocking that you're going for. That's got a nice lot of green colour. Let's have that one. Okay, so there's some pages. One of the first things I was asked about was the one that I showed you the other day, where I made a half and half pocket out of a dictionary page. I said, oh, it's like 101 things you could do with that. And everybody wanted to know what they were. So, here we go. Are you paying attention? Of course, I'd need 101 pages to actually show you, but I've got some simple things to show you. I've got some more complex things to show you. In fact, I'm going to do this one after the others, because if I do this one afterwards, it will make more sense, I think, because you'll already have done the folding and bits to understand, oh, here's how you make an envelope flap and all that kind of stuff. It's not hard, honestly. And if you want to learn more, you would think, because you're doing stuff for journals and things, you'd go, oh, well, I'll look for junk journals or, you know, paper craft or something like that. No, 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 no. Look for origami, followed by whatever it is you're trying to find. Origami envelopes. You'll find about 6 million of them, all in different ways, and none of them require, or most of them don't require any glue. So this one is a square one, and you don't need to fold it. We're just getting the centre point. So fold it corner to corner, squish it in the middle to get the middle. And then, let me just mark the middle so it's easy to see. Because I can't see that, I don't know about you. Okay. There it is. It's hard to see against the paper. So fold all of your corners into the middle. Not all of your corners, 3 of your corners. Nice and neat, so they all match. They don't have to be exact, but close enough is close enough, even with origami. You sure? A shirt of Harry Otter. Oh! Oh, I need a Harry Otter. Harry Otter. Have you seen the little dog on Instagram? can't remember what he's called. I know he's a Gryffindor. I can't remember his name. He's got a Harry Potter name. But everything she's taught him is a Harry Potter thing. So she goes Avada Kedavra and he plays dead. It's so cute. Accio ball. He goes and fetches his ball. Oh, it's adorable. Okay, anyway. Let's fold 3 corners in. This is super simple. You're going to love it. Open that one up. Take this bottom one, fold it until that corner meets there. Now fold this flap so that it is across. You don't want it to meet. It's hard to see on this paper, isn't it? Sorry, I didn't realise colouring paper was going to be so difficult to see. There's the point where the lines come down, and here's the point where I'm folding. So I'm folding it so that it's slightly outside. Okay? You with me, Simpkins? Now that bit we're going to fold in. And you're going to add glue to this bit and this bit. And this bit. And this bit. God, even I'm having trouble seeing where the folds are on this. Colouring book paper, hard to fold. Fold that up. Stick it down. Yeah, he's really cute. And she's teaching him new ones all the time. So he does all the tricks that a dog does. It's just that he does them to Harry Potter spells. It's really fun. And voila, one envelope. Cute, huh? Super simple. Go and make a bunch of tiny envelopes. I know, it's like that, isn't it? But, you know, there's all these complicated ways that people come up with templates for, you know, you fold all your corners and you want it this big by this big. Just take a square, fold it all in, fold in 3 corners, fold the bottom one up, fold it down, glue it on the sides, job done. There are some origami ones that are very clever and you can do them without gluing this and they fold it and tuck it. And I was like, how did you even do that? It's like that magic trick they do with a t-shirt where they lay a t-shirt out on the ground, they pick it up and go, and when they drop it, it's like all folded up. You're like, how did you do that? Yeah, the origami is very similar, but, you know, I'm lazy and I like to glue things. And of course you could cut a slit in here if you wanted to make a tuck. You could cut 2 slits to make a tuck under. You could put something in there and use a seal to close it properly. Something I like to do that I saw, I can't remember where I saw it. I think it was Anna. Anna did it on my book. She had a page, pretend this is a page of a journal, and she'd just put the envelope like that around the edge of the journal. And then this side was a tuck spot, and this side folded out, and you could put something in there. It was really cute. So there's at least 5 ideas for envelopes. Yeah, I like folding stuff. It's just very therapeutic. I think for this one, I love the feathers. I'm definitely going to use that one. I would grab my craft knife would say, where's the edge of the paper? There, and there, and then watch your fingers. Double thickness of paper there, remember, so you don't actually have to go through 2 thicknesses of paper. You can just do 1. A little bit wider than it is for the actual thing, and self-sealing envelope. Do another one. Envelope with a cute tuck spot. Ooh, that needs to be wider on that top bit. Yeah, I didn't do maths. But because this bit isn't stuck, you can happily cut into it. There you go. And suddenly you have a zillion envelopes. Yeah, exactly. So we've got the plain envelope, we've got 2 with the single tuck, 3 with the double tuck. Do I want to use this one for... or should I use that one? Kind of like that one. I might use this one. Let's even up that edge. Always helps to have a more even edge when you're doing envelopes, but you can always cut it more even afterwards as well. You don't have to have it even to begin with. And of course, if you want a big envelope, you start with a big piece of paper. If you want a little envelope, you start with a little piece of paper. So an 8x8 scrapbook page will give you a smaller envelope than this. This is 12 by 12, I think. So an 8x8 would give you sort of mailing letter size. So let's turn this girl into a cute envelope. Now don't blink or you'll miss this one. I'm going to fold it at the top. Use the straightest edge you have as a ruler. So fold it over and align it to that straight edge. That way if this edge is off, you can see it. Okay? Fold over the top. Turn it over. Fold it up to, about, just about there. Now you can see where it's off. Where's my cutter knife? Here we go. Oh, actually, let's use my cutting board. That's what I've got it for. So if I line it up to there. There we go. Okay. So we folded over the top. Turned it over, we folded it up, but it doesn't meet. Oh look, we've got an envelope. I caught you there, didn't I? It doesn't quite meet. Envelope. You can also, if you want to, just do a quick little bit of zhuzh from the corner. And then, in order to get this side even, you can take this corner and put it there. And zhuzh it off that corner. then you've got an envelope that will fold into itself when you glue it down. Thank you, I finally did my roots. It's gone a bit grey. It actually should be silver, but it's gone a bit grey, but I kind of like it, it's okay. It's very Helen Mirren. Suddenly a bazillion envelopes. Yeah, fold. So you could just glue that down and then you've got an envelope or an envelope, or you could, my favourite, sew the envelope down. Yes, knit, sew the envelope down. I'm not going to keep count because I can't be bothered. If you fold the envelope to where you cut that, I didn't quite fold it to where I cut it, but never mind, fold it in a bit there. And then fold it down that way. You've got one of those fancy fold-out envelopes, but you can also, here's the clever bit, pinch that in at that, and pinch that in there, and fold it inside. Like that. Ooh. And when you glue these two together, I can't see where anything's folded. Why can't I see where anything's folded? There you go. I'm going to glue that there. Glue that there. I may chop these corners off in a second, but we'll see how they fold first. Oh, I haven't folded that one properly. Never mind. Yeah, sew the sides of the envelope. That one didn't fold quite right. But it's wet glue, so we can take it out and refold it. So what didn't fold right? This side, I think. Didn't fold in quite right. Let's do that again. Yeah, there we go. Now, because you've got two bits inside the envelope, what that means is your envelope will open out a bit further. Because this bit acts like a concertina. You can also add an extra piece in there and make an envelope that folds out even further. But we don't need that right now. If you want these to be temporarily sealable, you can use removable adhesive. You know that removable adhesive that everybody's like, why would you want removable adhesive? Well, this is a useful removable adhesive. You roll it down along there, you can fold it down and close it, and then whenever you want to open it up again, you can open it up again. But you've also folded it in such a way that this is a picture. That's still not quite right there, is it? So again, you can fold her, put her on a page. She looks like a picture. Oh, she's actually an envelope. Look at that. And then you've got a nice message on the back of the envelope as well. It's kind of annoying that whatever you have on the back is always upside down. But never mind. Could be worse. Bit of washi tape, that would work too. Yeah, there's always washi tape. If all else fails, there's always washi tape, right? That doesn't feel like it's quite folded right, but anyway. So there's another few envelopes. This would make a cute fold-up envelope like that. Or you could turn something like this, which is it's just pretty. You could turn something like this into a little pocket. And when you do things like this that are outside your journal, you can do double pockets, obviously, because when you actually stick it to the page, you could glue it around 3 sides and have a top pocket. You could glue it around these 3 sides and have a side pocket. You could glue it around the other 3 sides and an internal pocket. Or you could just glue 2 sides and have a secretarial pocket. And as well as that, you can also do this and have another secretarial pocket. Super simple. So all you do is stick a bit of glue here. And along there. Fold it over. Stick it down. And this is all about Tuscany. So, and it's all about food markets and stuff like that. So wouldn't that be a cute little pocket for a recipe journal or a travel journal? I mean, you don't have to necessarily go to Tuscany, or even just a summer journal, you know. Tuscany, you always think summer, don't you? So basically a double pocket, because you can, depending on where you stick it and how you stick it down, you could even stick it into the middle and have a pocket on one side and a journal card on the other, or a photo or something on here. If you want to stick this down, obviously I would just stick it down, but some people like to do little tucks that are like, you stick it down on this side and then you can tuck like train tickets and stuff and they stay. I would never have thought of that. I got that from Luna Rosu on YouTube. She does these little tuck spots and corners at the top of pages. Normally you think of a pocket as being at the bottom of a page, but she does them at the top and then tucks things up into them. I would never have thought of that because I would have thought they'd fall out. But then you think, well, if it's at the bottom and you turn the journal upside down, things don't fall out. So obviously you can do it that way. Yep, you could use tape all the way down here if you wanted to. Now a variation, these pockets are awesome because you can do variations on a theme. Let me get a bigger piece of paper. Let me use one of these. Do I want one of those? Yeah. Let's use one of these. I've got plenty of these, so. Okay. It's another origami pocket. And yes, I'm aware that it's not actually a complete square. It doesn't matter. You'll see why in a minute. So you have your pocket like that. I'm going to tuck this side, fold it like you were making an aeroplane, like that. And then on this side, I'm going to fold it like I was making an aeroplane, but I'm not going to fold it all the way to the centre. I'm going to fold it like a finger width. The guy I watched did a finger width, like that. Okay. And then, have I done that the right way round? Oh, I need to fold it the other way for it to, for this short one needs to be at the front. Of course, little Miss Lefty's done it the wrong way round. Of course I have. So you fold it across. Oh, that's right. There we go. Okay. It's easier if you fold it as you go. So you fold it like that, and then you fold it in half. And then you tuck this one down, like that. And then you fold it up. There we go, that's what he did. I didn't write that one down, it was a little bit more than my lefty brain could cope with. But now you've got 1, 2 pockets, and a tuck spot, and a secretarial pocket, and you can stick that to the page and make another pocket as well. So you've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pockets. So do that one again, because I didn't really do it properly. They've got to both go the same way. That's why I did it wrong. So you fold it in half, lengthways, and then you fold this one in a finger width, and then you fold this one in all the way to the centre. And when you fold it over, I folded it the wrong way again. How did I manage that twice? But you can make it either way, you see. You can make a pocket for the other side of the page as well if you want. You just got to think about which way your flaps are going to go. So, for instance, this one, you could glue this, but it'd take forever. I'd use tape. I use this tape that I don't really like for most of it. It's this deco tape, the plastic deco tape, as opposed to washi tape, because the deco tape is a tiny bit stronger for holding stuff like this together. So you can use accents. And that's why I don't like it, because it all curls up when you cut it. So if you fold that down there, fold it up that side. Obviously you glue the sides, you don't have to use tape. I'm just showing you that you could use tape. And then we've got come on. The thing to remember with these pockets is that if you're going to stick something into the pocket, don't use glue too much inside the pocket. That's when you run out of room for your pockets. So this one, whatever's in this pocket is going to go right up to the edge because there's no glue inside the pocket. So then all you've got to do is take off for this side. And if you use tape on this side, you don't have to take off any. You can use a piece of paper that's just like 1/8 of an inch thinner. You basically just cut the same size piece of paper and then take a sliver off the edge and it'll fit in the pocket. But if you put glue on the pages, like this, oh, I need to keep my glue upside down, and like this, then you have to wait until the glue dries. And you're going to lose like that much of your pocket because the tape's on the glue's on the inside. So if you use tape, it's easy if you use tape because whatever it is, you just make the same size as the pocket and you take off double the width of the tape. If you use tape inside. Quiet, Boo. Okay, so that's stuck down now. We have Scooby with a tuck spot. Again, you could put just decorative tickets or... Scooby! Maddie! Stop it! Even just a decorative piece of paper if you wanted to. Or, you know, journal cards or whatever. Put whatever you want in them. But if it's just for decoration, you could use tickets and things. I know you've all got those Tim Holtz tickets squirreled away and stuff. And then you've got a pocket here. A pocket here. Be quiet. And a secretarial pocket at the back. Now you could go crazy and fold this one down as well. I'm sure if you folded that down, would that work? Yes. If you fold that down and tuck it in there, You got another pocket. How many are we up to now? 1, 2, 3, 4, and one at the back. 5. So that's pretty cool. You can do long pockets. This is good if you've got a traveller's notebook, okay? So I'm going to fold. This is tricky. If you struggle to fold a piece of paper in 3, I suggest you get the 1/3 size envelopes and use one of those as a guide. Just put it inside the envelope and fold it down, and then you'll get the 3/4. I just guesstimate it. I just get the flattest edge. So I'm using the outside of the book because that's a straight edge. And just kind of roll it until it is approximately where you want it. It doesn't have to be exact. It doesn't have to match exactly, because you can always trim bits off. Ooh! Ow! Paper cut. Ow! That hurt! It's not an actual paper cut. It was a paper intent to hurt. Oh, it was a paper cut, look. I did get a paper cut. I got boo-boo. Ow. Anyway, so step the first. Same as before. Ta-da! Pocket. Pocket. Long pocket there. Short pocket there. Tuck spot. 3 pockets. Stick it to your page. 4 pockets. Or 5 pockets. Or that way, whichever way you want your pockets to go. I suggest if you have it in your book and it's like, hang on, I've got a traveller's notebook here somewhere. Traveller's notebooks, incidentally, if you use A4 paper. Ow, another paper cut, look. Ow, that one hurt. I'm going to take that flapper skin off because it's going to get caught on everything. Didn't bleed, that one, which is good. Okay, be more careful with that sewing book. Oof, ow. It's been a long time since I've had a paper cut. Yeah, if you use a traveller's notebook, 1/3 of A4, it's exactly the right height and it's just very slightly short of the inside of a... So if you fold it to 1/2 inch shorter than the width of the book, that's 1/3 of a piece of A4. But my way works too, if you just squish it down. So that would look cute, wouldn't it? Do a little tuck in there. You don't even have to glue all of that. You could just put some tape along the bottom. You got a tuck spot there. You got a tuck there. You got a tuck there. If you want to make it easier to access that whatever's in here, you can just use one of these. Put a little flip in there. See? Now you've got a little thingy. Makes it easier to get what's inside. So you can make it exactly the size of this, put it inside, and all you have to do is push that and it'll come out. Or you could make a tuxedo pocket. What's a tuxedo pocket, I hear you say? Well, you fold over that bit and then you fold over that bit, and now it looks like a little tuxedo. Ta-da! And you've still got 2 pockets because you've got one there and you've got one there. How cute is that? And with a long pocket like this, ready? Ready? With a long pocket like this, you could fold it up at the bottom as well. Oh yeah, you could. Oh yeah, you could. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Fold it, fold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could sew it down the middle there. Let's just take these out. I'm going to fold my bit of paper along the long edge. Which of course means that you can fold it back here, sew that along there, and then you can use this pocket that way, and that one that way, and this one this way, oh, this one this way, and this one this way, and you got 2 pockets. And then if you want to, if you're making a big book, or making your own book, you could put that in the middle and have one on either side. Cool? Yeah. Especially with this one, because if you sew it up the middle or put it into the pocket, into the, that hurt. Put it into the signature in the middle there, like that. So there would be another piece of paper in the middle. So you'd have open, flip, and then you've got something on, you could put something on the back. Cool, huh? And of course this is one of the things you could do with that, the dictionary page, that I folded the dictionary page in half and shoved it in my book like this. It folds over like that. It's one of the things you can do with it. Fold it down. You could even fold it back on itself and have a corner spot, which means you could have something with a really big embellishment on this corner. Or you could fold it the same way. Like that. And like that. Fold it down there. And then you've got a version of this one, but on a side pocket like that. Another one here. Fold that one in. Whoops. Fold that one in. Fold that one all the way down. And you've got 2 side pockets. You don't even have to necessarily fold both sides the same way. You could do different things on each side. Yeah, that's what I like to do. Anyway, going back to our original Midori fold pocket. That is a super simple pocket just to add to anything. And if you made it out of cardboard, you could have this on one side and fold this one up on that side, and then you've got a tuck spot on that side and a bigger pocket on this side. Or you could fold this side in just a little bit and glue that, and then you've got a large pocket on one side and a little pocket on the other. Just glue it at the top and the bottom. I use these little pockets a lot just as slide-ins for extra pieces of paper. If I get to a page where I feel like I need an extra piece of paper, I'll just write on an extra piece of paper or a journaling card and just stick the journaling card in a side pocket like this. You don't even have to have paper that you can fold over. You can just stick like a strip of paper that wide down the edge. Obviously you have to glue it on 3 sides if you do that. But again, that will sit in the middle of your book. And then you've got a pocket on this side. You could fold this side down and have a pocket like that, if you prefer. Another way you can do it, I'm going to keep that one actually. I like the way that one sits, so I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to glue this bit down, and it'll need gluing along the bottom. And of course, if you want it to be the same size as your traveller's notebook, you just use paper that is the same size as your traveller's notebook. Traveller's notebook pages are approximately 8 by 8. So if you use an 8 by 8 piece of scrapbook paper or cardstock or whatever, then you're going to have a pocket big enough that you could perhaps wrap it around your book and put it in your notebook as an external folder or something. Because my book is A5 height, that will work in my book as well. And it looks cute when it's like that. Or you could fold it up like that. So I'll have a play with that one later. Another one you can do is, that's really bothering me. Ow. Let's use a piece of paper I've already got out. Oh, it's a piece of Flow magazine. That'll do. So, a 3-way pocket. And as I'm going along, I've just had another idea. Because of course you could simply fold that up and then you've got there's 2 pockets in there. So because you've folded it like that, each end has 1, 2 spaces. So you glue it on the end, fold it up, and now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the one in the middle, 5. Sew that along the edges, or just tape it along the edges, and you've got a cute little pocket that you can fit all sorts of stacks of journaling cards, or you could use that as a, you could stick that, like if you have a journal but you want to occasionally take your coffee cards or whatever with you, you could put that inside there, and then you could pop your cards in there. You don't have to take your wallet with you. You've basically made yourself your own card storage. Because once your journal's shut, that's not going anywhere. You've got your journal shut, you've got your band around the outside of your journal. Nothing's going to fall out. So that's cool. Got a place for sticky notes there as well. So you could put one of these things in here for your sticky notes. Super useful, takes 5 minutes. You could do this while you were out. If you suddenly decided, you know what, I don't want to carry my bag around, I just want to grab my Majori and I don't want to have to worry about my purse. So you just grab a piece of paper, fold it up, throw in your coffee card, maybe your credit card if you need it, stick that into your book, and you could take that with you instead of taking your whole purse. Something you can do in 5 minutes while you're out. Yeah, if you don't like a lot of bulk in your journals, then heavy pockets like this are not going to work. But if you add tip-ins, you know, one of these is no bigger than a tip-in. And don't forget, you could always just fold this up like this and make it pretty, and then tuck it into your journal as it is. Especially if you're using a Midori, because you can slide that under the elastic, and you've got a ready-made extra journaling spot. Handy if you're not sure if you're going to need extra paper or not. So, what else did I think of while I was doing that? Oh yes, you could, instead of folding it, you could tear it down a bit and fold it that way. Again, a bit of glue or a bit of washi, and you've got a decorative flap, you've got a tuck spot, you've got a pocket, you've got another pocket at the back there. You could fold that over, make that cute. Depends how decorative or, you know, whatever you want. You don't have to be using a Midori. You know, all you need to turn one of these into a Midori type book even if you just want to have something for 5 minutes, just to have an extra bit of paper. Oops. All you need to turn it into a Midori style book that you can tuck things into is a bit of elastic. Who doesn't have an elastic band hanging around? Exactly! Yeah, you never thought of that, did you? Oh, I could just, you know, yeah, in the front of your A5 book. I don't have an A5 book, but I got this one. In the front of your book. Oh, well, I just want something quick that I can just add some extra paper. Oh, so okay, I'll just I'll grab one of these and I'll just fold it in 3 and stick it under there, and it fits in my book. There's none of this folding in half and, oh, well, it sticks out at the top, or it gets damaged by the bands, or it sticks out at the edge, or whatever. It's small enough that it fits in your book easily. And then you've got extra writing paper if you want it. So you don't have to just think in terms of, oh, I'm making a pocket for my junk journal. I put junk journal in the title because junk journal includes the word journal. You can use them for ordinary journals too. But like this one, if you folded it down that way, you could also fold it down far enough. And again, this is where making it out of folder paper. You guys, I'm so jealous, you guys have manila folder paper. We don't get manila folders here. It's really hard to get manila folders here. They're that horrible brown craft rough stuff. Ugh, it's horrible. Anyway, fold that down like that. And you could make it a hidden journaling spot if you wanted to. You could stick paper on there and write on it and fold that back down. Maybe tie a ribbon on it or button it or whatever. Just do a tuck. I've actually got a thing that cuts corners like that, but like you did with the envelopes, and I haven't put my knife away safely again. What corner are we looking at? That one. 2 parallel lines. I don't know if I might need to cut a different size line, but we'll see. Yeah, I would need to cut it close to the edge. And there you go. You've got a little tuck spot. So you could do hidden journaling if you wanted to. And of course, any of these ones that are folded in half, you could fold in half that way and put in the middle of your book, which is what I was doing with my dictionary page the other day. Your plastic folder for A4 paper made it into 2 pockets. Yeah. I did exactly the same thing. In fact, I didn't even use a journaling bag, a A4 folder. I used I had this, which was a stamp set. It's just a pocket. It's a really nice size pocket. It's not A5, it's smaller than A5, which is good. It's just a Ziploc pocket. But what a shame to throw out a nice Ziploc pocket. So I folded it in half, sewed it up the middle, and then I cut out this bit. Literally just cut there and here. It's hard to see, but I did. I cut a bit out the middle, sort of. If you imagine my ruler is where I cut something out of, it's there. And now I've got a Ziploc pocket on one side, tuck spot on the other. It's clear, which I like, because I lose things if I put them inside pockets that aren't clear. Folded it along the seam and just put it under some heavy books for a day. And now I can stick it in my journal. I don't use journals this wide very often, but it actually fits my... it fits my Midori. I didn't know that. It must be an 8 by 5, is it? 8 by 7. Oh, it's an 8 by 7 pocket. How about that? Fits perfectly around there. Who would have thought that? What else can we do? I need to start putting the lid on that. Paper cut hurts. So, how am I going to use this one? I like the bugs. I like the bugs a lot. The bugs kind of go in threes, so let's fold it that way. That gives me those 3 bugs. There. Back. The good thing about these is they don't look wrong. Okay, I'm going to go back to the pocket that we originally had, so that would go in the middle of a book, so you'd have a pocket thing on either side. So straight away you've got glue there, there's a pocket, glue there, and there's a pocket. Whatever we want to do. I think I would I'm going to fold it that way so I can see where the middle bit is. Whoops. Ooh, this colouring paper is a bit iffy to work with. So I'm going to cut that bit there off so that these bits don't interfere with the inside of the book. And to make it match, I'm going to cut this side off here and this side off here. Actually, no, I'll leave that side for now. Let's do one side at a time. So this side, I'm going to fold it down there. And you could glue that down and have a pocket there. Or you could fold this down and have a pocket like that that's got a bit of decoration on it. I'm going to fold this down and stick it there. So it kind of looks like a sealed envelope. And then of course if you've got stamps or whatever, you can use There's plenty of like address stamps or whatever, or you could put a label on it and pretend it's a, you know, age it like it's a proper vintage envelope or whatever. And of course that is now a pocket or tuck spot or whatever you want. So you could do some journaling right in there as if it's a letter, make it look like an old letter. This side, what should we do with this side? What happens if we do that? So I'm folding it so it's not quite into the centre. You never want to fold fully into the centre if this is going to be the centre of your book, because then anything you stitch through is going to get stuck. I'm folding that back in on itself into there. What happens if we do that? Is it a bit too thick to do that? A little bit too thick to do that. We'd need to do that as well, like a, yes, like one of those, oh God, me and words, we're not friends today. Paper bag. Those paper bags that fold up. So there you go, now you've got a long thin pocket for those of you who love your tags. You've got a pocket there, you've got a pocket there, and you've got a pocket there. So you've got a triple long pocket. And you could even leave this side open so you could put something in there as well if you wanted to. It's not very wide. It's only as wide as the... Oh! My computer is trying to open all sorts of pages because I put something down on top of my thingy. Stop opening things! That touchpad is really sensitive. If I put a bit of paper down on top of it, it starts opening all the things. So you could do that. You could, for now I'm just going to fold this over, but you could chop it off. I shouldn't have stuck that side. Now I'm struggling with this side. Don't stick anything until you've finished folding. Again, fold that down to make a fold up journaling spot. Another long tag pocket if you wanted it. Another fold up journaling spot. Simply another envelope, I guess, if you just want to do that. What else can we do here? Let's see. Fold that down and make a little crisscross pocket, like a mini tuxedo pocket. Just cut that a little bit sideways. That'd be cute if you just wanted it for decoration. So cut it off at the same angle. Can you stop, you two, please? So cut that off at the same angle as that. We'll go down to about there. And then your little crisscross pocket. Again, cute if you're going to put something in it that's got decoration on the corner. Like maybe you've got something that's got an embellishment here. So you can see it, but you have to take it out in order to see what's in there. Makes me want to finish my October daily junk journal. October daily? Which year? Are you way ahead of us or are you way behind us? Okay, what do I want to do with this? I actually kind of like that crisscross pocket. I think I'm going to do that with that. I'm going to chop this end off so it doesn't overhang, because I didn't cut it even. I didn't cut it evenly here, so it doesn't match on this side, but you know, I'll have to take that bit off as well, won't I? That's why we have scissors. Shh. So I think I'm going to do this bit here, actually. Maddie, shush. What are you whining about? Did neighbour come home? Okay. Can you give me a minute? Can you give me a minute? Just a minute? Mummy's nearly finished. Won't be long, I promise. She wants attention, it's cuddle time. So, if I fold that there, so now I've got a little spot. Now, I'm not a tag person, but sometimes you have little embellishments that you want to use. Or maybe a bit of discount code that you want to hang on to. So you pop that in there. Put this end is still open, so I can put a journal card in there if I want to. And this side I could make a whole letter for this if I wanted to. Would probably just stick that bit down there. Because that bit, obviously, because this bit is double on this side and single on that side, this won't catch. Even if there's a stitch there, this bit is still going to flap about. So I would put a little bit of tape on there, and I would use clear tape. But I think my clear tape is over the other side. But because that might have a stitch go through it, I would just put a little bit of clear tape along there and have it go up under there and down there just to reinforce that little bit. And then I can fold that in half and I can pop that into my journal. I think I'll probably... See, there's my teacups I was looking for the other day, girls. I found my teacups. So I could... This is what I've done so far this month. I put that on the front. This is my Penny Dreadful theme. It's not anywhere near as far through for the 6th of the month as it would normally be. I've been really busy this weekend. This is broken, so I put that on there. I thought it would be kind of cool to make it look like a choker. It's actually got a double layer of velvet on it. Lace. So it looks like a choker over a Victorian neck collar. But this is broken, so it doesn't matter that it's going on a journal. I stuck that image down there, and I stuck some acetate there. Messed up the edge, so I threw a bit of lace on the edge, which catches on the front, which I think is kind of cool. Bit of velvet ribbon there because you couldn't see where the acetate was. This is going to be my goals page, but I haven't done anything about it yet because I haven't got that far yet. But Mercury's retrograde now, so I will have plenty of time to sit and write. I'll be able to catch up on February and March. We'll be fine. This is my divider out of my A5 Filofax. I had a calendar divider that I wasn't going to use, so I folded it over, sewed it up. I've sewed it to the back of the journal as well, so that it's nice and stuck in there. Index card, I had to shave a little bit off the bottom of the index card. Actually, I took the whole of I turned the index card upside down, so it had the bottom margin is now at the top, and then I ut off the big margin at the top. So that fitted in here now. This is from Pixabay. Put some guipure lace, some diamante bits. On this side, I've got 2 of these stuck on top of each other. This is just a bit of tissue paper. 2 of these stuck on top of each other. This is my Oman's drawing challenge for Brett Manning's drawing challenge. She's doing 2 weeks. So we've got day 1 to 13, and then we're going to have the rest on next week. So I've got one side and the other. Creepy bugs on it. And then this is a postcard, and on the other side I printed the coffee stain paper, and then I printed out a typed version of Hope is the Thing with Feathers from Emily Dickinson, which is a very nice kind of spring-like. Goes on about chilly winds that parch the soul and stuff. Love Emily Dickinson. Victorian poet, of course. This side I've got some more of that tissue paper laid over that green page. This is a stencil with a bit of ink through it. This is another picture from Pixabay, and then I found this. Rachel's arrived just in time. You're going to love this, Rach. I found this on a blog called Illustrated Police News. Apparently, there used to be in London an Illustrated Police News, which was like an illustrated version of all the stuff that had happened with the police over the week. It was kind of like a newspaper, but crime only. Like, awesome. And they had this. Man eaten by cats. Shush. Be quiet. A man eaten by cats, brackets, subject of illustration. Man being eaten by cats. A horrible discovery was made at Carlisle last week. A man named Thomas Burkitt, who lived by himself, had not been seen for some days, and his room was entered by the police. His dead body was found, the flesh of the face, the nose, and the ears having been completely devoured by cats, of which he kept several. 3 of the creatures jumped out of the window when it jumped out of the room when the window was opened. So I just printed that out. I thought that was funny. I just needed something to fill that space, so I printed it out and stuck it on there because it's just decoration now. I thought that was hilarious. That's going to be you, Rach. Yeah, you'd be eaten by cats. I had something here. Where did it go? Maybe I moved it. Oh, I did. I had my dog there. This page I didn't really want to do anything with, particularly, so I printed another of the roses. I stuck the image down there of the spooky London alleyway in the dark. This is a stamp, Pam Carica, and then I stuck this down, but I stuck it over here, so it kind of looks like it's tucked into the rose. I was going to be clever and just cut the rose, but then it would have cut through here, and I hadn't thought about it before I stuck the tissue paper down. If I had, that would have been fine, but I didn't. So I just printed that out and stuck it on again. It's my calendar of events, my appointments calendar. I went a bit crazy with the old pockets because I was foldy. This was another one I did. This one was like... It was one of these. No, can't show you on that one because I've already folded that one up. Okay, another bit of paper. Now I want to use that one. Let me show you on here. So I made one of these. I stuck this bit together and did a little circle punch out of there, but it's not actually made like this. It's made like the 3-fold one. Okay. There is an X-File episode of how Scully gets her dog, yes. And then instead of just leaving this stuck down as a tuck spot, Let me show you on this one. I don't think this one is stuck down. Yeah, there we go. Instead of just leaving it stuck down like that, I folded it back up and tucked it back in there. So that's how I got that interesting stripe on that diagonal. It's just paper folding. And because it's two different colours, it works. And then I've got a little journal spot in here. Haven't done much journaling, as you can see. Been busy. Bit of lace on the edge just to make it easy to grab. I've got another little thing here, and this is a stamp. I don't know where it's from, but it fit the thing. I put a moth on here, and then this Strange Reality stamp is one of Tisha Moore's. I've got loads of Tisha Moore stamps, and they all say strange things like Strange Reality. Very weird. How odd. Odd things on my mind, you know. That stuff. So it's good to be able to use them. That's a Tisha Moore stamp as well. Odd things on my mind. So Brett's drawing challenge is... we're on day 6 now, but I'm way behind. I've done 1 and 2 and 3. I've got 4, 5 and 6 to do. So 1 was Doppelganger. So I did Dorian Gray. Not strictly Doppelganger, but close enough, I think. Close enough to fit the challenge. And this was like 5-minute sketch. I didn't even take any time over this, just literally, you can see, scribble. Because I just wanted to do it, have some fun. This is the Black Shuck, which was day 2. Again, just really quick, didn't spend too much time on it. Then I found this really good boy. Look at that really good boy. He's from an advertisement, but it's on nice hard cardboard. So I backed it with a bit of coffee print paper. So he's going to be a journaling thing, or I could put a photo on the back or whatever. Isn't he pretty? So he's a very good boy. He fits in my Black Shuck. I had this really cool print. I can't remember where this came from. I think it's from Graphics Fairy. But if it's not from Graphics Fairy, it's from Pixabay. But I'm fairly sure this one is from Graphics Fairy. And I did ink the edges, look. Because it's not white paper. It's yellowed paper. So, you know, that's the colour it started out. It printed yellowed. So I thought, well, okay, on this occasion I'll ink the edges. I don't feel the need to ink every single edge there is in town. But I just folded it up. It took me a while to figure out how to get it to fold right, because I really wanted that big awesome stag beetle stuck on there. So I folded it, originally I folded it that way. I went, oh yeah, look at that big awesome stag beetle. Okay, I'll stick that on, oh. And then I refolded it. Okay, we'll fold it this way then. Yeah, look at that big awesome stag beetle. Sometimes you have to think. But if it didn't work, I mean, what you could do is fold it the way you want it to be. You know, if this would have ended upside down, see? This is upside down compared to that side. But you can always tear it there and turn it up the other way. Or put a fake front on the envelope. So you could use the envelope that way round, tear this off and turn it up the other way. Or just stick something on here that's the right way up. So you don't have to do it all in one go. But I just wanted the stag beetle. I don't care about butterflies and stuff. I like the moths, they're cool, and the creepy bugs. But I really loved that stag beetle. He's awesome. And I couldn't find a scorpion one, which, of course, Eva Green's character. What's her name? Or is Eva Green the name of the... No, Eva Green's the actress, isn't it? The girl is the little scorpion. That's what she's called. So, this one I haven't done anything with yet, but I think I'm going to just stick this together to make it a bit thicker. It's not very thick paper. I might just stick that together to make it a journal card. So it's just double-sided. I don't think I need the inside. But that's why I like using things like this, because I've got the option then. I can do whichever I feel like. I could even use this side as a journaling side and turn this side into a pocket and have a hidden pocket. This is just a bit of acetate that I printed out on. But I could have a, I could sew that and then have a hidden tuck spot. It's good if you want to be able to journal but hide stuff as well, or not have things out on show or whatever. I know some people like to share their journals on Instagram but don't want to share their journaling. So you could write, something not so private on here, but then have private journaling in a separate spot. So you've still got your journal has got private bits in it. Same with this stuff. You can always put private bits in there. So this is my astrology page. I need to get on to that. That's my job this afternoon, or this evening rather. This is day 3, I think, of the challenge. It's supposed to be a drawing challenge, but I don't really care. I'm doing a bit of everything. Yeah, crow, day 3. So I used that Pancarica stamp again because that crazy serial killer writing looks a bit like mine. This is a bit of decoupage napkin. This is just a bit of... I literally got a bit of... This is from a piece of scrap paper. Scrapbook paper. It's from the Steampunk Spells kit. I cut that out. I had a bit of... This is a bit of Flow magazine paper. Just a piece of scrap green that I had. Because this page was getting too orange, so I wanted to bring the green back in. Bit of lace, and I just held the 3 together and shoved it under the sewing machine and then stuck it to the page. So it's like a random collage type thing. I mean, you could, glue it in layers and stuff, but I literally just held 3 things together and shoved it under the sewing machine. And then I put this on the edge because, I don't know, crows just need a bit of black lace, don't they? And it mirrors this bit here, so I think what I'm going to do with this page, because this page, I can write on this page because it's plain enough, but then there's a big gap here. I think what I'm going to do is use my decorative border so that it shows through on the black, like I did with my Filofax. So this will be a decorative lace border, and then you'll see the black through it. I think that'll be cool. March is National Craft Month. Oh. You're always having a national something or other, aren't you? We had Pancake Day yesterday. Didn't have pancakes because I don't have a car to be able to go to the shop to go and buy pancakes. So I didn't get pancakes yesterday. Oh, I made this. This is another envelope. So this is one of these like the one I showed you earlier. The first one we did. I tucked the inside of it in the corner inside and folded it down. And I think what I'm going to do, I reckon if I got a square of paper, in fact I'm going to do that now. In fact, that would work. I've been wondering what to do with this because it says, "Hark, hark, the dogs do bark," and I really like that. But I don't really know what to do with it because... I mean, I suppose I could just stick it on there and use it as a tip-in, but I don't really need that much journaling space. If I took this and made it into a square that big, that would work. Let's do it that way, because then it'll get rid of the white bits. So, okay, bear with me. You could do this with any envelope, I reckon, as long as it's a corner, a right-angled corner. So I'm going to push that into there. It's getting caught on something. What's it getting caught on? Oh, the inside fold. There we go. Turn it over. Hold it straight. Whoops. Bent up in the middle. And hold that straight there. Yeah, so a square the size of that, slips in there, and now I can, with my Pritt stick, if I can find it. Hello, Pritt stick. Pritt stick. Here, boy. So, I'm going to fold that bit across there so it fits the crease. So technically it should meet in the middle, but it's not quite a square because it's not quite folded straight. But that's okay. When has that ever stopped me? Grab another Pritt stick, because apparently I've run out over here. Ta-da! Sorry, when I move the table, the camera shakes. It's not the camera. The camera is stable. The table is not stable. Sorry about that. Oh, I can't find my card now. Just stick it down with that. And now my card has a, now my envelope has an inside. So you could make a plain white envelope and have an inside that's pretty, or you could have decorative on the outside and plain on the inside, or contrasting, or whatever. Put your scrapbooking skills to use for matching patterns. Or you could just use double-sided paper in the first place and then you wouldn't have to do that. That's another option. Double-sided 8x8 paper is really good for making envelopes. So now I have that, and that's a garden theme. It's got a sundial, and it's basically the other half of the paper that I cut the rose out of. So I used the remaining square. Whoops, you can't see that. The paper was that big, and I cut the rose out of this corner, and I used the square of what was remaining to make this envelope. But I rather like that there. Needs something underneath it, doesn't it? Needs something. Maddie! Hush, baby. You're being annoying. Oh, that's interesting. Why not? Let's do that. Okay, these edges I'm going to ink. You happy? Because there's white core paper. And I don't like being able to see the white core of the paper. Maddie! Hush, baby. Come on. I'd rather do it in green, actually, but I don't have a green ink pad, unfortunately. I had a black, a red, and a green. So, Tracy Fox, if you know where my black, red, and green are, could you let me know? Because you probably packed them. So, shall I do it that way? Yes, let's layer it into the corner. Hi. Give me 2 seconds. I'm nearly done. Promise. I really am nearly done this time, I promise. I know you want to play. Give me a minute. What we're actually going to do is try and trim his claws, but don't tell him. Oh, I know. Yeah. You don't like that idea, do you? I know. I was impressed with this picture because it's kind of green and spring-like, but it also fits my penny dreadful gothic garden. Oh, he understood that, yeah. He understood, absolutely. But I've got a new clipper for his toenails. It's a whirry one. It's a grinder, and it's supposed to be good for cats as well. So with a bit of luck, he'll let me cut his toenails, even if it's only one a day for the next 2 weeks or something. Yeah, that's cool. How to jazz up a page that is probably just going to be writing. Stick a cute envelope on it. There we go. And I've got this cute envelope, which is feathers. That would go well with my crow, wouldn't it? So I might pop that in there on the off chance that I'll use it. If I don't use it, I don't use it. I think my bugs would do well in here. I need to tidy him up a bit, but I think my bug would look cute in there. Because what on earth is that? Oh, that's where my card went. There we go. If I put my bugs there, because I'm gonna colour those bugs in black, possibly green, maybe green and black. But he'd look cute there against the black and white with the green. And what's he doing on the other edge? Oh, she's probably just going to sit there, so she doesn't have to sit there. She can move. Actually, she'd be quite nice on there. That looks like a good contrast. Yeah, so I can make a fake letter style there. And I've got a pocket here. And I can do a tag for that, or just decorative thing or whatever. So I'll show you that when I've finished it. And I've also salvaged this one, which is not the nicest paper in the world, but it's a good colour. This will go with my steampunk one. So I'll put that there for that. And she's really pretty. I'll use her for something, but not in any of these journals. Probably in a later journal. Same with that. I'll just pop that in a... I've got a box of like ephemera bits where I've made stuff, and I'm not going to use them just yet. And then I can go through it at a later date when I need to do bits. This one is actually the right colour scheme, so I might use this one because it's green. Now this one I probably would ink the edges because it just looks a bit plain. Even though it's text, it looks a bit plain. So I might well ink all the edges on this one. And I will change the tape. I will put a different colour tape on there so that it matches my journal. There you go. Go fold paper and play with things. Should give you a few ideas. And like I say, if you want to know how to do more stuff like this, just go onto the rest of YouTube and put in origami followed by envelope, pocket, rabbit. You know, there is no end to what you can find in the origami section. And they're all really simple tutorials. Most of them are under 2 minutes long. You've just got to keep replaying them until you understand what they're actually doing, because they're quite fast, some of them. Okay, that's it. I'm going to go and see what my dogs want. Oh, there's my pocket that I was looking for. Go and see what my dogs want and why they're shouting at me. And I will see you all again on Friday. Thanks for joining me. See you later. Bye.